Greetings, Series 7 test takers. This is the Series 7 guru coming to you from my studio here in fabulous Las Vegas. I had a explication request for this question, and so here it is. A customer sells short $80,000 worth of stock, deposits the Reg T margin requirement. If the market value of the stock falls to $65,000, what is the selling power? Okay, well, the first thing we got to figure out is what is the credit register? How much cash is in the account, right? So we're going to get $80,000 from selling the borrowed stock. All short sale must be done in a margin account. The only exception to that, so the only time you're going to be allowed to sell short without a margin account is an opening sale of a call on stock you own, a covered call. Other than that, you're going to have to do it. Now, the Reg T requirement, remember, you have to initially be at risk for $40,000. So that is the margin requirement. You should definitely know that that is 50%, right? That's the Reg T requirement. And this is where most people tend to get hung up. So on these margin questions, what we got to be able to do is an initial setup, and then what's called a mark to market. So as we say here, so here's going to be our credit register. We're going to have $120,000. Let's get rid of that. And our credit register. Again, that's where most people get hung up. Where'd that come from? 80,000 came from selling the borrowed stock plus the 40 we had to put with it. So, what you always want to do is what's called an initial setup and then what's called a mark to market. So right now we're just working on our initial setup. So let's just label this as our initial setup and then we'll do our mark. Okay, so you should know the classical margin equation short, which is the credit register minus short market value. So it's still what you owe is the second line. So whether it's a long account or a short account, it's just now the second ledger line represents securities and not money. That's called the short market value. Let's put down the proper font size. And that equals equity. So you should definitely know the classical margin equation short. And so let's put that there. And so this is day one. We are perfectly balanced on day one. And, usually that's when people are perfectly balanced. So we have $40,000 in equity. And now what we're going to do is what's called a mark. Now, before we do, though, one thing that's really important and indeed is testable is you can't be doing margin questions if you don't know the classical margin equation long and short. So you should definitely know the classical margin equation long and short, which is credit register minus short market value equals equity. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a mark to market based on what they've told us. So the key in terms of the process is to have an initial setup and then a mark to market. And again, you can't do the mark if you don't know the classical margin equation. So after this falls to 65,000, we still have 120,000 in cash in our account. As I said, this is where most people get hung up. Where did that 120,000 come from? The 120,000 came from selling the borrowed stock, 80 grand, plus the 40 grand we had to put with it. And that has not changed. And now if we went in the open market, bought back the borrowed stock, nobody's suggesting you do so. Nobody is suggesting that you go into the open market and buy back the borrowed stock. But if you did, it would only cost you at this point $65,000. So you owe $65,000 worth of stock. So far, this is looking pretty good. In a short position, what you're trying to do, right, is sell high and buy low. And so the stock is indeed going the right direction for us in this scenario. And again, we're going to do our mark. And so please note, since the stock has gone our way, we now have more equity. So again, I'm terrible at arithmetic, so I highly recommend you get your calculator. I guess I've got a wrong camera on. Sorry about that. There's the calculator. Let me turn on the studio lighting here. So there is the calculator. Oh, well, another line over there. 120,000 minus 65,000 equals 55,000. So we now have 55,000 in equity. Boom. So we're doing our mark. Again, really important that you know the classical margin equation. The classical margin equation is credit register minus short market value equals equity. So now what we're going to do is we're going to compare that. You say, well, Dean, in my long account, when it went down, or excuse me, my long account went up, I generated excess equity, SMA that I could have as buying power. Is that similar here? Is that similar here in a short account? I say, indeed it is. Indeed it is. So what we want to do now is compare Reg T. So now what we're going to do is going to compare Reg T. And Reg T here is going to be half of the 65. Again, I don't know if it's helpful when I tell you most people get hung up. It's half the market value, but please note in the classical short equation, the market value is that separate line. And so half of that is 32.5. And so what I'm doing here is comparing that to the Reg T requirement. Let me get a different color for that, which is 50% of the market value. So boom. And so I say you have excess equity. You have more than you need. So what we're doing is just comparing your equity to see if perhaps we can't loan you more money, because that's what we love to do. It's one of our all-time favorite things to do. And if you have excess, you say, well, Dean, do I have to do something today? I say, no. If I told you you had to use this today or you'd lose it, you would, probably use it in a way that's not in your best interest. I say, no, you don't have to use it today. Today you have, we're going to take 55 minus 32.5. And we get 22.5. So you have 22.5 in excess equity. Now, I don't think in the test world, Series 7 fantasy land, I don't think you're going to have to distinguish. It's excess equity for test purposes, SMA or similar things. They're not actually in the real world. But what I do is I make a special memorandum to your account to the day you had 22.5 in excess equity. The SMA is the holding tank for that. I don't think it's a big deal on the test. And then 2 times that is going to be your selling or buying power. In this case, it's a short account, and so that's going to be your selling power. And so that would be the answer to this question. The selling power is 45,000. All right, so let's just go back, check our work here, and just a quick overview. A customer sells short $80,000 worth of stock and deposits the Reg T margin requirement. If the market value falls to 65,000, what is the selling power? So the first thing we got to do is the setup. And that's where most people get hung up. We're going to get $80,000 from selling the borrowed stock. We're going to have to put up the Reg T 50% requirement. And so that means we're going to have $120,000 in cash. Credit register, credit balance, that's cash. By the way, that's not a free credit balance. That's not money that's you're entitled to. No, it's tied up in a short sale right now. You owe securities presently valued at 80. And so you have $40,000 in equity. You're perfectly balanced. That's pretty typical of day one. So we got to do our initial setup in these kind of margin accounts, time clock questions, then the stock does. Then we're going to do what's called a mark to market. And to do the mark to market, we again got to know the classical margin equation short. So it goes to 65. We still have $120,000 in cash in our account. But now, if we chose to, nobody's suggesting you do this. Equity represents what you would have if you closed the account and paid off the loan, in this case, the loan of the borrowed stock. Nobody's suggesting you do that, but that would only cost us $65,000. And so if we did that, we'd have $55,000 left over. So we've made $15,000 thus far from the stock going down. We always compare Reg T to the market value to see if perhaps we can't loan you more money. So we're going to compare half of the market value, Reg T, to see if perhaps we can't advance you a further loan. And so half of the short market value is 32.5. Again, this is where most people get hung up. They get hung up on this idea that in a short account, the market value is the separate second ledger line and not the top. Anyways, that's 32.5. And so indeed, you do have excess equity, more than you need. So you can have that as cash, or you can sell short additional securities. You say, Dean, do I have to do anything to now? I say, no. You don't have to do anything to now if you don't want to. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a special memorandum to your account that on today you had 22.5 more than you needed. 2 times your SMA is always either your buying power, in a short situation, your selling power. And so that's $45,000. And that is the answer to this very complicated margin question. I would tell you that don't overdose on margin. There's only 3 or 4, and I don't expect it to be this complicated on your exam, but all test prep vendors go way, way overkill on margin. My God, you can become a margin clerk based on some of the test prep vendor information. All right, so I hope you found that helpful. Send your requests in. I got a bunch of requests the other day, so I'll probably spread these out, but there's about 9, 10 requests that I will fulfill in terms of these explications. So remember, inch by inch, your Series 7 is a cinch, and yard by yard, your Series 7 is hard. So let me get to my camera here. Whoops, sorry. And there's our usual camera. And if you have any questions, send them my way, and I'm more than happy to take care of them for you. Bye-bye.